Urban, who has been suspended from the email, said that with all the suspensions, it's going to hurt our email traffic, and it's been the complete opposite, right?
Right.
So the suspensions are good. The suspensions are working, you know.
Right.
From Irony Mendoza, and the subject is greetings from Mr. Mendoza Sin Cara. Fella, the one and only Iron Mendoza here. Irony Mendoza, not Irony. Hey, first time emailer. Just want to let you guys know how much I enjoyed what you have to offer. Shows 1,000 times better without that Billy on the show, so thanks for saving our ears. Conan, my question is, will we ever see the second Sin Cara, also known as Hunico, in AAA? Haven't heard much about him in a main promotion since he left WWE, and don't know if he had any heat. Also, you're spot on about Commander and Gravity. Those two are making fools of themselves weekly on national TV. Disco, love how opinionated you are, but screw the Braves. The O's are America's team, and I'm happy Principal Feeney's grandson is on because he's far better than that bum KG. Let's suspend this guy, Irony Mendoza, for his first email for disparaging my Braves. You know.
Well, not only that, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly, haven't they played 3 times this year and the Braves won twice?
Yeah, the
more?
Braves since TBS have been America's team because TBS
Right.
had this big wide thing. So this is we're suspending Irony Mendoza for misinformation because the O's are not America's team.
And why did he say something about Principal Feeney? What was that?
I don't understand
When
that.
there was a show in the '90s called Boy Meets World. Do you guys remember that? It was like
Principal Feeney was a character.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Do you have any comments about this? He's got Sin Cara as the second Sin Cara Hunico. What's up with him?
Well, I had actually hooked him up with AAA, not AAA, with Impact a long time ago, and he was still very green, so they didn't use him anymore. Then I don't know how he hooked up in WWE, but I never saw him wrestle in WWE. He's from Juarez, and I've been to Juarez the last 3 years, and I've never seen him like the promoter. He usually has 1 or 2 local matches before the AAA matches, and I've never seen him, so I don't know where he's at.
Right.
And no, you will not see him in AAA. Boom.
Let me make a comment here because I think this is I wouldn't even really call it a problem. I think because that we've seen this happen now because your viral blueprint is pretty important in your career. Like you can show clips of a guy doing things and go viral and stuff and thing. Bro, a lot of these guys and you're talking about it, guys like Commander, Gravity, like guys that are really good, like high flying, are like kind of getting jobs left and right now, but they're still not ready because the rest of their work needs work. And they're getting hired and put right. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's good. It's getting. You don't want too many of these guys on TV because then you know how copycat everything is. Then everybody's just gonna be flying all over the place on TV and it's gonna look ridiculous. It's almost getting to the point where it's ridiculous now. So like honestly, if I was a booker. Okay, or if I'm in charge of the show, I would not have Vikingo and Commander on the same show on like AEW to say because it's like you get 2 guys, one of them's better high flyer than and they're both kind of doing similar stuff. It's like it's like they're like repeat performances, so it's like it takes away from the attraction part of them if everybody's just doing all this, So, what about Command? Is you spot on about Commander Gravity? Yeah, we've said that they're they need more work, Their high flying's great, but your offense kind of looks like your punching and kicking doesn't really look good, and
right, the language barrier, all of that.
Yeah. All right. So next is from Brad Price. Subject is Disco Fever. Greetings, Disco Conan, Mr. Feeney. What's this thing with people addressing you as Mr. Feeney, Joe?
Same thing. The Boy Meets World character was called Mr. Feeney, and actually, it's weird because I didn't watch it. So I would meet people and they would do like this. They would go Feeney, and I had no idea they were like quoting a common thing on the show.
You thought you were over, right?
Yeah, I thought it was over. No. It was the show.
Okay. My first question is for Disco. As a young kid, your theme music and entrance in WCW is something I would look forward to and endeared me to Disco. I would assume that was a Jimmy Hart creation, but what can Disco recall about getting the theme song assigned to him? And for Conan, and my bad if it's been answered before, but who first came up with the idea to dress in the NWO Wolfpack K-Dog style? Thanks again. Keep up the good work. That's actually Jimmy Hart singing on my song.
Really?
That's Jimmy Hart.
Wow.
How, bro?
That's
Jimmy
awesome.
Jimmy Hart voiced
vocally is awesome. Yeah,
bro. He just uses different voices, but he vocalized like four or five different people's songs. You wouldn't even know it. You know.
Right.
So what about whose idea to dress in the NWO Wolfpack K-Dog style? Whose idea was that? That was your idea, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
Or was that Kevin's idea?
No,
well,
that was mine.
You started doing it in the dungeon too. You know.
Yeah.
Before NWO.
All the T-shirts I had in WCW and early LAX in TNA were all my ideas. Then when I came back with Santana and Ortiz, they had the wackest shirts possible, but I didn't want to fight, and I said,
all right. So next is from Ben, and the subject is MJF and Adam Cole. What's up, fellas? How do you feel about the main event of your biggest show ever? Team up on the free show to compete for the Ring of Honor tag team titles. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the way this has been booked. However, Tony's experimenting, okay? But this is a very interesting dynamic because, dude, they like sold all the tickets before they even announced anything. This has been the first like for a show that is like this is like a record show, and like. In the end, nobody can have bragging rights here and point to say like I drew the card because they didn't promote not one single match when they started selling tickets. So it's like it's like this is like the biggest anomaly in professional wrestling I've ever seen. It's like you could literally put anything on the show. All the tickets are sold, and they're getting. Bro, do you see how many are sold? I said no, it's like 87 right now.
Wow.
I said that.
Wow.
I said I when I was on Vince's show, I predicted 50 to 60, and I said I would not be surprised if it's 90, just because as more tickets are sold, more people are going to want to come to the show. Like around that, the stuff. And plus, the tickets are not that expensive. I saw Hughie sent me a thing where some of the tickets are 30. Like tickets are like £30. There's like $30. That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're going to You're not going to a WWE show where it's $400, something like the tickets are relatively cheap.
Like if you're at the top of a stadium, I don't know what 30 pounds is, but like WrestleMania tickets just came out in Philly. Top of the stadium is $40,
right?
So
yeah, same thing, right? Yeah, I guess so. Top of the yeah, but I wonder what the like ringside and stuff. Go look that up while we're at.
Oh my God, $4,000 at least. Someone listed it yesterday. Let me see.
That's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh wow. Bro, that's like the WWE just like, they just like doing unbelievable business right now. Next is from Ben, and the subject is Toby, T-O-B-Y. Toby Khan is whatever that is. Sheeta versus Anna Jay was the main event of Dynamite tonight after NXT drew 776,000. How many more weeks until NXT overtakes Dynamite in the ratings? When they do, will K100 start covering NXT? It's a fun show. Here's the only problem, bro. It's like if we didn't record, if we had literally half the emails that we read, we could probably do another show review. But we have so many emails that just take up so much time in this. It's like we could, Conan does dialysis 3 times a week. I work and everything. Bro, you get tired. It's hard to put out this much content when you have other jobs and stuff and other things you do. It's like a lot of these podcasters out there, that's all they do. They work 10 hours a week. And that's all they do.
They do 2-3 hour reviews after every show.
I do a job. I do this. I don't really have a lot of free time, and it's like it gets exhausting. It's very difficult to try. Like I challenge anybody to record as much as we do in a week and do another job. And they say like, some days you'll say I just don't want to record. It's like because it's tiresome sometimes.
Yeah, I will tell you this. I've been watching Collision and Rampage much like Disco watches Raw and SmackDown, and where he kind of like watches the Hulu version or fast forward through it. But I have been watching just to keep my eye on it. But I will tell you, NXT's gotten way better. I thought that show sucked when Vince took over with Pritchard and whoever was in there. I was not liking it, and then I started to watch it because Dominic showed up. And I was like, wow, this is pretty good. They're doing way better. Yeah.
Well, we were watching NXT when our boy Cross was on it. Then when he went up to the main roster, we were like, and
it was good back then.
Yeah. Next is
Just to answer your question from before, do you have the WrestleMania tickets? WrestleMania 40 tickets range from $40 to $10,000.
Oh my! Show me. Find a $10,000 ticket. Where's it at? Where's the seats at? Seriously, look that up. Bro, Raj Jerry, okay, was. Did I tell you? Did we talk about this post where he was talking about Taylor Swift?
Is that the guy from Sports Kita?
Not Sports Kids, but Wrestling Inc. Right?
Wrestling Inc.
He spent $18,000 on Taylor Swift tickets.
Yeah, you did bring that up. Yeah, I'm not spending $18,000 on. Yeah.
Yeah, but WrestleMania is $10,000.
Bro, if I'm gonna spend $18,000, yeah.
Yeah, all right, yeah, right. If I'm spending $18,000, Taylor Swift is massaging, giving me a back rub in the room with after the show, right?
I'm buying a motorcycle, or I'm buying.
Did we talk about the story? We talked about her being Jeff Jarrett's nanny, right?
Yeah.
That's
right.
Okay, we talked about that. Yeah, and I may have met her, and I didn't even. I just don't remember, right?
Right.
So the $10,000.
Yeah, you said Jeff said.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, Jeff said it. The $10,000 WrestleMania 40 tickets, premium seating, ringside view, free fight hospitality, meeting the stars and getting photographs with them, and exclusive merch. So you get a pre-show, you get meet and greets, you get pictures.
Same model as like indie shows.
You get the souvenir chair, whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
$10,000.
$10,000.
Well, let me ask you this: what was the most expensive ticket price for the Wembley show? Look that up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.